Right there guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Now today I'm going to go through Jurgen Klopp's press conference. I've pulled out a few bits we could talk about, and we've got like a little bit of an update on the Max Earble sporting director position, shall we say, in regards to Liverpool, and then which kind of correlates with a George Schmadtke update that we had as well. So yeah, let's start off with the press conference. So first off, he's asked about Luis Diaz, which of course is something that we all kind of hope that just gets rectified and sorted out as quick as possible for the better of Diaz and his family. Now, Klopp did confirm today that Diaz is back in training. And he said that, just quoting Klopp now, "We have to see how he is and go from there. Anything that gives us a little bit of hope is good. We are waiting for good news. It is all about him and if he makes himself available or not." So basically, Diaz is training, but if Diaz turns around and says that he doesn't want to play on the weekend, then the club are just obviously, they're not going to force him to play, which, we never thought they probably would do. Klopp on the balancing his forward line and keeping unity. He said the boys are really smart and they know they cannot play every game. Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. It's not possible. Smart footballers think and know that. Which is good to hear. That, sometimes when you think that there's a lot of players that can play in them roles, and people do kind of start thinking that perhaps this could be a bit of a detriment to Liverpool's season. It could derail it if people get unhappy. But so far, so good. And as Klopp says there, the players understand that they can't play all the time. And then, as we saw against Bournemouth in midweek, they get to come on for a few minutes and turn the game on its head. Darwin with that beautiful goal. So, it's the team seems really well together. So, yeah, we're doing really, really good. I'd say so far this season, I'm on the verge of basically saying that we could win some stuff this season. I really do. We're obviously in with a title fight. We're in the quarters of the Carabao Cup. Could we go all the way in the Europa League? You've got to make us one of the favourites there. So let's see what happens, guys, with this season. He also mentioned Mo, where he basically said that Mo never came to him and said that he wanted to go. I never thought for a second about it. You can see he's here. He enjoys the team a lot. He sees a lot of potential and wants to maximise that. Something that's really important is all the boys up front look like each other. No battles. They know they can all play together and enjoy it, and they all want to start, but they know they will come off the bench. Again, that's just kind of tying in with the players. On the Mo Salah stuff, he will be in the last year of his deal if he doesn't sign a new one before the start of next season. I bet a lot of us kind of expect this could be Mo Salah's last season. FSG would be stupid to turn down over 150 million from at the end of the season. But we never know. There could be the option that he signs a new deal, but you've got to think the longer that the summer window goes on next year, and if he's not signed that contract, then he's kind of going to be on his way, I'd say, guys. Then he gave some updates on Bajcetic and Thiago. Now, this is stuff where, at the end of the day, I think Thiago, as much as I've loved this player throughout his whole career, I've enjoyed Thiago. I followed him at Barca and Bayern. I really, really have enjoyed him, but we've got to be fair, guys. His career at Liverpool has been a bit of a letdown, I'd say. He's come at the wrong time where he's played all this time, got all these injuries now, and he just can't get fit. I don't think he's made an appearance this season. I honestly don't think he has. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm pretty sure he hasn't. And now we're being told that basically he's not going to be back until the start of the new year. Bearing in mind as well, guys, this guy will also be in the last year of his contract come the end of the season. No, sorry, his contract expires at the end of the season. I made a mistake there. So is this going to be the last time we see Thiago? Is he ever going to make another appearance again? Coming into the back end of the season where you've got potentially knockout stages of the Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, if we're still in it. The big games to win the league. Are you going to bring a player back that's not played for nearly a year by then? You'd have to think. I don't know, guys. It's a bit of a risk. I've liked him, as I said, over the years, but I do think that his time's come and gone now, and he will probably, he's going to won't be offered that new deal and he'll move on at the end of the season. And then on Bajcetic, he said he's growing and we'll have to wait until all is fine, and then LFC have a wonderful player. So no specific date there on that. Just going back to the Thiago situation as well, I would say that maybe we've not seen a lot of him on the pitch, but I would say off the pitch, I bet he's been doing a lot with the younger players, especially Stefan Bajcetic, somebody, I think he played with his dad, is that right, at one point? So you've got to think there's some sort of bond there, and all the other players that are, we've signed a lot of young players, and you'd think that they've grown up watching Thiago play. So he'd be some sort of a midfield hero to some of them. So you would think that he's helping off the pitch a lot with that, I'd say anyway. Is there anything else we can touch from the press conference? I think that's pretty much it, guys, for there. So let's get to this last bit I wanted to cover, where it basically says here that Max Eberl is honoured that Liverpool are showing a renewed interest in him, but he has given clear priority to Bayern Munich. And that's according to Sports Bild, who say that Eberl remains determined to end up at the Allianz Arena and not anywhere else. The newspaper explains that there is still confusion whether Eberl will join Munich, who have long been linked with him. It seemed almost inevitable that he would end up in charge of the Bavarian at some point, particularly after he left RB Leipzig. But those in charge of the German Giants are yet to move for him. And then it goes on about like a few of the board members of Bayern Munich saying that they are yet to sign off on him and would in fact prefer to give responsibility to Christian Freud. Thus, there has been no move for Eberl as yet, with matter in something of a holding pattern as Bayern decides what to do. In the meantime, Liverpool have emerged as potential rivals for his signature, with a report earlier this month indicating they are suddenly showing an interest. I wouldn't say suddenly, I think he's probably been on the list a long time. That was followed by another claim that Liverpool offer could not be ruled out as they had already shown an interest in him. Bild now following that up with a renewed interest from the Reds is said to honour Eberl, but Bayern would be given clear priority if they were to make a concrete offer. So I'm not going to go any further on that, it goes on a bit longer, but at the end of the day, it seems like we're his second choice, and if that's the case, I don't want him. I want someone who wants to jump at the chance. You know, we did hear something from a reporter, was it yesterday? Can't remember, wasn't it Lynch or something like that? Yeah, Lynch, saying that basically that he'd heard that Schmadtke's in till January, which does make sense when, you know, it's public now. The Andre situation, you know, people are going to Brazil to try and get that deal sorted out for us in January. So if he's going to go try and get that deal sorted out, you would think that potentially, you know, he's going to be there in January to see a lot of the other things over as well. Because bearing in mind, like, we're probably working on Andre, we're probably working on a few other ones as well. And when we get into probably the middle of this month, we might start hearing a few more concrete links and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, that's that for this video. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back with Sunday Paper Talk, and then I might be back with a match reaction as well after the game on Sunday. But yeah, hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.